Thank you.
You're welcome.
I didn't mean to scare you.
No, you're fine. You're good. You're good. These are hot.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
Welcome back to Monroeville High School for the NOMS Orthopaedic halftime show. We've had a good one here in the first half. Undefeated Monroeville leads St. Paul 14-7.
And I think exactly what we expected of a football game here tonight. Everything done right by both teams as we're going to pull over the stats. The first quarter was really, really slow. Not a lot of first downs, not a lot of yards gained. Second quarter happened, and Monroeville scores twice, and then St. Paul decides they're going to start throwing the football, and they end up going down and scoring as well.
Well, when it was 14-0, we were looking at it, and it was a make or break time for St. Paul. They had a chance to score. They were stopped. They immediately then forced a turnover and were able to punch it in. And when they were on the brink of maybe this one being put away, they responded, and the Flyers cut it to 14-7 here at the half. You talked about the passing game for St. Paul. You look at that, 106 total yards, 66 of them through the air. And I think
one drive.
And I think the majority of that, was on two big plays.
Yeah, majority of that's on two big plays. But it's a situation where Monroeville wasn't expecting that. Now you go in at halftime, you make the adjustments, and you come out, you expect the pass because they've shown you they can do it.
Well, just a quick run through of those halftime stats. Monroeville obviously getting a lot of stuff done on the ground. 108 rushing yards, 9 through the air for 117 total. 1 penalty for each ball club, 10 penalty yards, turnover each team. So very similar to the scoreboard, just a really good Firelands Conference football game. We talked about some of the other big matchups around the area in Week 10. Teams fighting for position, trying to get late season wins here to elevate themselves in the playoff seeding race. And there's so many critical games that are going to have a huge impact on teams. One, if they get a home game or if they have to go on the road in the first round of the playoffs. But then two, who are they going to match up with? It's just so critical in high school sports to get the right kind of matchups.
Some scores from the games that we have tonight. Mount Gilead up 14-6 on Cardington. Norwayne leads Hillsdale 24-14. Mohawk up on Seneca East 7-6. Freddyburg, Centerburg up 28-7. Danville 14, East Knox 0. Mount Gilead 14, Cardington 6, sorry. And then Whiteford, Michigan travels all the way to Cub Country, and they're up 6-0 on the Lucas Cubs.
Okay. Well, I had a few more scores for you for MOEC fans out there. Halftime, Clear Fork 20, River Valley 10. Halftime score, Shelby with a late touchdown leads Pleasant 21-6. A field goal right at the end of the first half gives Ontario a 10-7 lead over Highland in a game much closer than many expected. Harding and Galleon scoreless at the half. So some games there, and then we mentioned some of them, but then in the Northern 10, it's blowout city in a lot of games. Upper Sandusky 35, Buckeye Central 0, Cary 47, Bucyrus 0. Colonel Crawford 42, Winford 0. So a lot of those games are running clock here as we get into the second half in the Northern 10. But back here at Monroeville, second half.
Another little squib kick.
Returned out to about the 42-yard line. So good starting field position. Ball does come out. Boris comes up with it. Will they give it to him? Connor Boris is holding the football. What's
Ball's
the official?
Definitely out.
They're
Ball
talking
is
it over.
definitely out. We're going to look at it again here.
They're going to rule him down.
Mark, I'll pull it up again. You can take a look at it. You can see the ball come out right there. I don't know that the left knee. The thing about it is, I don't know. I got a fan down in front of me saying she has it as well on camera that he was not down. It looked like from here that the left knee might have been down, but the ball was definitely out.
Well, it was close, but the officials determined knee was down, so no turnover. A break there for St. Paul, and they immediately convert that break into a first down.
Landon Fries, their big play guy.
Fries goes 12 yards inside of Monroeville territory. First and 10 for the Flyers. Handoff right up the middle. Quick hitter. Gains about 7. Jack Stieber comes up a little gimpy there for St. Paul. Second and 3. Ball resting on the 40. Coonley, handoff, Fries, fights. Looks like he's got enough for another first down.
Landon Fries, another one.
And it is indeed another first down for St. Paul.
Once we get a chance to, I am going to replay that fumble as well again, and I'm going to slow it down just a little bit so we can get a better look at it to see if that left knee went down first.
I feel like we're in the replay booth up here.
I feel like I
buzzed down and stopped play?
I feel like I really want to see it because I don't know that the knee was down, and I'm really curious. And we've got people up here kind of in the box asking us if we can look at it again. Pocus now. Still going.
And this is just a slugfest right now. Smash mouth football at its finest.
One of my favorite things about high school football is when you run into. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I like watching the Shelbys and 7 touchdowns from Braden DeVito, Bogdan Miller, Chase Ebert throwing dimes at River Valley, Aiden Schmidt, Braxton Prosser doing great things for Galleon. But this is football.
Basically 22 guys in a really small area. Line up, hit them, knock them back, see what happens. And on that play, Monroeville
tackle from loss.
Stymies the run game there. So third and a long 5 for St. Paul.
A long 5, and again, we talked about it. This is really a critical situation for St. Paul. They're down a score. You got to try to put points on the board here because Monroeville runs the same offense you do. They want to run the ball. They can eat this clock just like you.
And a hard count got him to jump. So good job by the sophomore Coonley. Went to the hard count. Monroeville anticipates, jumps off sides. Give him a free 5.
And an automatic first down.
And a first down. Well, I was just getting ready to say after you're talking about that I was guessing it was going to be 4-down territory here for the Flyers anyway.
It has to be.
But instead they get it via the penalty.
Well, watch for a little play action here. Pocus. He's
got a hole! And he's inside the 5. Pocus rambles for about 21 yards.
Let's take a look at that one again. And Pocus, a big hole to run through off that left side. And it took 2 Eagles to bring him down.
Colton Clark finished him off. But the St. Paul offensive line has come out here in the third quarter and is just blowing open hole after hole for these running backs.
And it's been Pocus and Freeze.
Coonley simply turns, hands it to him, and lets him do the work.
He's going to hand it to the big man this time. He's going to spin his way in. Touchdown,
Stieber.
Flyers.
So we are a point after away from having a tie ball game. What an answer here by St. Paul. Down 14-0, couldn't convert on 4th and goal. It looked like everything was going Monroeville's way. That turnover has changed the game, and now the kick is up good, and we have a tie football game. So 8:11 to go here in quarter number 3. It is Monroeville 14, St. Paul 14. You're watching Friday Night Football live and free on the OH Report.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
It is Friday night in Eagle Country, and we have a good one going on. Mark Bollinger along with Josh Banks here. Monroeville and Norwalk St. Paul tied at 14 apiece.
Are you ready for that replay we all want to see?
Let's see it.
Nope, wrong one. I'll pull it up. This is the touchdown. I actually want to see
We
this
can see
again,
this one too. This left tackle right up the middle. Another nice hole there by the St. Paul offensive line, but what a great drive. 58-yard drive to open up the second half. Allows the Flyers to tie this up. Onside kick. Recovered. Nice job there. Now you might be wondering, there was a penalty on the point after. It was assessed on the kickoff. That's why they kicked off from the 45. So they immediately went to the onside kick to try to see what they could come up with.
Now, you ready? Now we're going to see it. The left knee. That's what I'm seeing, the left knee.
You got it one more time for us?
I sure can after this play.
Well, back to live action. Monroeville trying to regain control.
Answer big!
And one player away, Connor Boris almost broke it for a 70-yard touchdown run. The last guy that could bring him down got him.
And the next time we look at that, Mark, because that play could be game-changing, I have it in slow-mo for us.
So Monroeville looking to come out and establish their own dominance with the run game. First play of the drive, Boris rips off 12. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Hershiser in motion. Keeper. Benfer. Gain of about 2.
Evan Benfer, the ball carrier for the Eagles. Tackle number 30, Raphael Gross. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
And they're going to give him 3, so 2nd and 7 from the 45. As you said earlier, Josh, with both these teams being a very run-oriented attack,
7-10 to go.
This game is going to could be shortened very, very quickly.
Yes.
The clock is going to continue to tick. Handoff. Boris cuts it back, hops a defender, and is met in the hole and driven down. Connor Boris jumped over one defender, but the next guy there in the second level was able to drop him.
The next guy is able to drop him, but there was about 5 of them in that hole waiting for him. The defense continues to impress here for St. Paul and Monroeville.
Gain of about 3 for Connor. 3rd and 4. Ball resting just outside the 50.
Benford's going to keep this one.
Hit, driving. He's going to be short.
They're going to bring up a 4th, and I want to say it looks like it's going to be a spot. It's going to be about 2.
A long 2. About 2.5. Decision time here for the Eagles. So Benford went to the right side, was hit, tried to drive forward, wasn't able to get it, and it looks like the Eagles are going for it. Colton Clark brings in the play. 5:50 to go here in the 3rd quarter. A big play in this one. Eagles looking for a 1st down. Clark in motion. Snap, Benford, run, has a blocker.
He's got a corner. He breaks a tackle. He's still going. He'll be down, but 1st down, Evan Benford.
Big conversion there for the Eagles. Nice job of blocking out in front of Benford. It was run right all the way.
And it was motion left, run opposite of the motion.
Had Boris out in front of him. Clark had went in motion the other way. Hershiser in motion, handoff. Boris hit, and he's going to be wrestled down there. They're ripping at the football. They did it earlier. St. Paul trying to get it again. Ben Bloom.
Well, and it's a thing where I can understand. You see the Monroeville coaches getting frustrated. That play got extended way longer than it should have. Forward progress was stopped. They let that keep going a little bit longer than maybe they should have.
Ben Bloom's a big fella, 6'3", 280. Big defensive tackle there to make the stop on Connor Boris. 2nd and 10. Benford rolls, throws.
He's got a man wide open.
Clark cuts it back, and he's inside the 20. So Benford rolls left, hits Clark, who'd released. Big 1st down. The drive marches on.
And that is a huge 1st down and a great throw by Benford.
Well, that run game has set it up. He rolled out. He's been keeping it on that look all night. That time just pulled up and threw it to a wide open Colton Clark. First and 10 at the 17. Eagles in the red zone. Boris plows over the left side. Another nice gain on 1st down by Connor.
Second and 4 from inside the 20. Looks like they're at the 11. 11-yard line. Evan Benford territory from here on out.
Well, these backs run hard. We talked about Benford. He only goes at 165, but Boris listed at 147, but they run hard and initiate contact. They're the ones doing the hitting at the end of runs instead of getting hit.
Yes, they are.
Handoff. Boris tries to bounce it outside. Grabbed, thrown down.
Pocus. Not only is he a running back, but he's a great tackler from that outside linebacker spot as well.
Well, he's the one that got a hold of Boris that time. And Pocus, another good-sized guy, 6'1", 180, defensive end. The junior read the play, made the stop. 3rd down.
Third. And looks like about 5.
About 5.
Say 6.
Ball just outside the 10-yard line.
Benford had both backs on the left. He slips as he tries to cut back.
St. Paul was waiting on that.
Uh-huh.
They knew Benford was going to keep it. Now do you kick the field goal and take the lead?
Again, the long for
Stein
is 33 yards on the year. He's 5 of 7.
He's boomed both the extra points through.
Yes, he has.
They were no doubters, but Stein will stay on the sidelines. They're keeping the ball in the senior quarterback's hands.
4th and 5.
Benfer rolls right. Stop. He's going to cut it back.
He's going to cut off.
If they can
He's
get a block,
got a wide
he's got
open
it.
lane on the left.
He gets
Benfer's
to
gonna
the
take all
pylon.
the way to the house.
Great individual effort by Evan Benfer. It was designed to go right. It was stopped. He cuts it back, gets 2 key blocks, races for the corner pylon, and he hits pay dirt.
Right, nope, nothing there. The line stays home, does their job, and he just outruns everybody to the corner.
Hayden Ryan and Nathaniel Cradlack. 2 big blocks out there on the left side, sprung him, and the point after is good. Big play by Benfer. Monroeville 21, St. Paul 14. You're watching Friday Night Football Week 10 on the OH Report.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
An Evan Benfer touchdown run has given Monroeville a 21-14 lead. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Monroeville taking on St. Paul. You're watching Friday Night Football live and free on the OH Report. Mark Bollinger along with Josh Banks. And we'll see if that vaunted Monroeville defense can come out and get a stop on this possession.
They're going to kick this one deep. Freeze. That should not be able to be returned. We'll see what happens here. He caught that. That's a great stop by Monroeville. But Freeze caught that ball with both feet in the end zone. You can't run those out this year.
It looked like I think he caught it and took it back into the end zone. Maybe he caught it on the 2 and it took it back into the end zone. They are talking about it.
All right, while they take the field, let's look at slow-mo. You tell me your thoughts on this kickoff that led to that St. Paul touchdown earlier. I slowed it down a bunch. It looks like right there, left knee's down.
I think the left knee was down. And they are going to change that. And because it went out into, or the kick went into the end zone, they'll bring it out to the 20. So St. Paul.
Yeah, that's the new rule in high school this year. If you catch the ball with both feet in the end zone, you cannot bring it out. Northmore won a game earlier this year for that very reason.
And now hand off to Pocos, and they're going to call him down even though he emerged from the pile. We talked about the slow whistle earlier. That one may have been a little quick.
They don't know what's going on.
Well, no matter what's going on here with the officiating, here's the reality. It's 21-14. We're under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. They called the play dead, so we're going to replay first down.
Interesting.
I would have, if they're going to do that, I would think they'd have put time back on the clock, though, because they allowed 6 seconds to run off. Neither here nor there. Here we go. We're playing football again. Pocos breaks out.
Has an edge. He's going to get about 8.
Broke through a couple tackles off the right side, and he's brought down, and it looks like He is down and hurt. And we'll take an official's timeout here as they check on Pocus along that St. Paul sideline. Again, I'm not real sure. From our vantage point, it looked like he was a little short, but they've already moved the first down markers.
Looked like he was a couple yards short from here. I mean, we can look at it. I got it on replay. So he
needed to get to the 30.
Yeah, he's not. He's 29-yard line there. They're giving him where he landed instead of where the knee went down, Mark.
Well, even where he spotted him, if you go back, can we see that one again? Look where he spots the ball. But the down marker, okay, the 29, watch see if he comes in, the side judge, he's inside the 30. They marked it at the 20.
He spots him where he ended, not where his knee went down.
Right, but even the spot should have still been short of the first down, but they moved the chains. They indicated to move it.
Benfer with the tackle there on freeze.
So an interesting few minutes here.
Lots of controversy here in the third quarter, Mark.
2nd and 5. And all coaches in all sports say it all the time. You just have to play through it. Play through it.
You can't let the officials decide the outcome of the game.
And if you live in Buckeye country, boy, have you heard that
Yes, you
the last few weeks from High State, Oregon. But here at Monroeville, the winged helmets of the Eagles of Monroeville, 21-14. And there's the Eagles defense. Big play there. Looks like about a loss of one. They may say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Freese hit and dropped.
He definitely got back to the line of scrimmage, but still, that's the first time they've run that play, and they were at home waiting for it.
I would think that St. Paul would let the clock run out here to end the third quarter.
Yeah, I would agree.
18 on the play clock, 9 on the game clock, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're just going to let this thing go to quarter number 4. So when we come back, it's our favorite time. Monroeville right now leads 21-14. You're watching Week 10 football live and free on the OH Report. Welcome back. It's money time. Fourth quarter. Firelands Conference. Monroeville and St. Paul battling it out. St. Paul trying to win and get a share.
Monroeville trying to win and finish perfect.
The last 12 minutes will decide how this goes. Illegal participation.
Illegal substitution on Monroeville.
Yep. So that 3rd and 5
will move the
results
chains
in another first down conversion via penalty. That's 2 in the second half. So ball goes out to almost the 40. St. Paul trying to answer. 1st and 10. 3 in the backfield behind Coonley. Handoff. Pocus, left side, takes a hit, keeps rambling. Gain of about 5.
Polka's just running through tacklers at this point.
Both these teams just have backs and quarterbacks that initiate contact and hit. There's going to be some sore players tomorrow morning. The hits that have been taking place tonight.
Yes, there is, but you're playing for a conference title.
It doesn't matter. Absolutely. Lay it on the line. Second effort by Stieber. Gets enough. Move the chains.
A Monroeville Athletic Alumni Association first down.
Well, I'm sure the Alumni Association is not happy about a Flyer first down.
Hey.
But you know what? A real quick comment here. I told you, on the air and talked a little bit off air about loving small school athletics. The community is the school is the community. A school this size to have, the alumni associate, amazing what they do and the organization, and you love to see it. Pass
Coonley's
over
got
the top,
him in.
and almost intercepted. Lindenberger beat the defenders. Coonley just didn't get enough on it. If he could have thrown that out in front of him, Lindenberger could have walked into the end zone, but just a little short.
One thing that I've seen, again, this is my third, maybe even fourth time seeing St. Paul this year. Coonley being young, right, sophomore, he has a really bad habit of throwing off that back foot and not finishing his throw. If you watch that replay like we just did, he threw that all back arm, all arm.
Yeah, he's got a lot of arm, but if he steps into that and throws it, he's probably got a touchdown. But he's a sophomore. He's going to learn. Second down, they go back to the run game. Results in a gain of 5. Another third down opportunity here for the Monroeville defense.
And if we're talking about St. Paul, they've only got 7 seniors on their roster. Monroeville's got 5.
Handoff, Freese, left side, and just short. Looked like it was Clark there at the end.
4th and an inch.
Cleary was there. Clark finishes him off.
I mean, it's 4th in the nose.
And again, this is just like when they were in the red zone. Can they convert on 4th and short? Coonley runs to the sidelines, gets the play, brings it into the huddle. 9 on the play clock. He's going to have to hurry.
Can't waste
5.
You cannot afford to waste a timeout here if you're St. Paul.
Quick snap, turns, hands. Pocus breaks a tackle.
He breaks a tackle. He's just got to beat him.
He ran through the arm tackle. And a gain of 7 on 4th and short results in a Flyer first down.
Benfer makes the touchdown saving tackle there on the edge.
I know we've got a long way to go, but boy, wouldn't overtime be a great way to finish this regular season.
Week 10, why not, right?
Give us a little extra time. Handoff, Freese. Breaks a tackle or 2. A lot of Eagles in there, including Cooper Cleary and Mav Myers. Second and 7. Coonley under center. Handoff. Freese. Right side this time.
Still on his feet.
Pushes inside the 25.
He's going to have enough for another Flyer first down.
And the clock continues to roll.
Austin Martin, I see out there on Facebook watching. Go Eagles. Beat St. Paul.
Perfect season on the line here at Monroeville. Eagles defense came in with 5 straight shutouts, trying to get a stop here and preserve the win. Coonley turns, hands. Pokas breaks the tackle, and here comes the flag. It's going to be a hold.
Absolutely going to be a hold.
And that'll push them back. So with the penalty, the Flyers will be pushed back to the 33.
But again, St. Paul has shown they can throw the ball tonight. So, yeah, you're 1st and 15, 1st and 20. You pick up 8, 9 yards here, 7, 8 yards again, and you're 3rd and manageable. They're going to come out in the gun.
Well,
Roseford and Freeze out wide.
Here's the other reality. We'll get to that in a second. Handoff, Pokus, right side, pursuit. Makes the tackle. I think it was Nathaniel Cradlick. Cradlick in pursuit, brought him down from behind. But here's the reality for St. Paul. This could be
this is the game.
Your last
7-19,
drive
yes.
in regulation.
7:19 to go. Monroeville plays the same offense you do, only they're not going to be in any type of hurry. They're going to let that clock down run to 4 or 5 seconds before they snap everything.
Yeah, if you're St. Paul, you need to score here or you may not have the football again. 2nd and 17. Fakes the handoff. Coonley looking deep. Looks, throws.
He's got a man
double
over
coverage.
the top.
Oh,
and
what
it's
a catch.
Caught.
Between 2 defenders, the catch is
talk.
made.
We're going to look at that one again.
I believe, went up.
No, that was 26.
No, it was Hauk. Brock Hauk.
Let's look at it again.
It looked like he went up between 2 defenders and pulled it in. Coonley looked left, came back to Hauk. He just went up and high pointed, and yeah, he held on to it, brought it into his waist.
What a catch. What a catch.
Nice effort by Brock Hauk, the 6'1" senior. Coonley turns,
Freeze,
cuts it up,
back inside.
touchdown
Flyers.
(21-20). Back and forth we go. St. Paul with the answer. Coonley just gave it to Freese. Block on the outside.
Get the ball,
his
just
way
get
through.
past the goal line.
Barely got it in, but it was enough. And flags fly before the extra point is kicked. Nate Griffin, 6-foot sophomore, left-footed kicker. It's going to make it a little bit deeper of an attempt.
It's going to make it.
It should be like a 25-yard field goal in essence.
At this point, yeah.
So spotted at the 15. Yep, spotted at the 15. So basically a 25-yard field goal for the extra point and the tie. Snap is good.
Kick is up.
And got it. It was close, but they said it was inside the left upright. Count it, and we are tied.
Can't really see it from our angle.
21-21. Monroeville and St. Paul battling down to the wire. You're watching Friday Night Football on the OH Report.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. 6:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. Monroeville 21, St. Paul 21. You are watching Friday Night Football live and free on the OH Report. Mark Bollinger and Josh Banks in what has been an outstanding football game here between these two rivals.
Rivals, couldn't said it any better myself, Mark. This is for Monroeville to win the title outright, or St. Paul to guarantee themselves a spot in the playoffs and a share of the conference title with what I would consider an upset win here tonight.
Kickoff is going to hit and stays in bounds, fielded at the 20, 30.
He's got a hole.
35, out to about the 38-yard line. And I know first and foremost for St. Paul, you're thinking win tonight, league championship, etc. But wow, the second level points they would get with the win tonight would do some significant damage in the playoff point system.
I'm going to pull them up right now.
Yeah, they would fly up the seeds. I think they were in the 11 spot coming in tonight. I think they were 3-11, would have been a rematch.
Benfer on the carry. He's going to get about 6. Second and 2. He gets 8 on the carry.
Yep, Division 7, Region 25. Monroeville came in as the number 3 team. St. Paul was 11.
This could push St. Paul to a home game if they pull it off.
Handoff.
Horse collar. There's the flag. Yes, that is absolutely. We'll look at it again, but that was absolutely a horse collar tackle.
Connor Boris running left, brought down by the horse collar. It was a gain on the play, but then add the penalty on top of it. And that will move the football.
God damn you.
And with that, we are going to take a quick timeout. We have an injury. So at 5:40 to go, it's Monroeville 21, St. Paul 21. You're watching Friday Night Football on the OH Report.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
Sophomore lineman Alec Schaefer injured on the play. Good to see Alec walk off under his own power. The penalty will move the ball 15 yards inside St. Paul territory down to the 40-yard line.
And we've talked about it all night. These two teams offensively like to run the ball. 5:37 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Monroeville.
Benfer rolls to his right, throws complete. Another solid down or gain on first down. Gain of 5. Clock continues to roll. Both teams have all their timeouts left. We go down and now under the 5-minute mark. All the marbles are on the table. Benfer, handoff, Boris. Connor over the right side. Not going to get enough for a first down, but he's going to get close. Looks to be about 3rd and a yard and a half.
3rd and a long one, but 1 yard hasn't been very hard for Monroeville to get tonight.
Now and again, you're in 4-down territory. You got 2 downs to get this one.
Yep. No doubt in my mind this is 4-down territory.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we'd see Mr. Benfer carry the football here.
Yep, there he goes.
And there he goes. And they were waiting on it. Breaks the tackle. 30, 25, inside the 25. First down, Eagles.
And there's Mr. Benfer. You called for it, and he delivered.
He just barely eluded the tackle by Raphael Gross. Was able to pick up the first down. And as we talked about, Monroeville is going to be nice and patient here. Let that play clock run.
Again,
Eat time off the clock.
Your kicker's long is 33 on the year. I seen him kicking at halftime. He's got a boot.
And the wind that was out here earlier has died down. The flag is not moving hardly at all. Clark in motion. Handoff. Boris bounces.
He's got a corner.
He's going to
try
to take it to the house.
Oh, Levi Rosbert, touchdown saving tackle.
Connor Boris, supposed to go up the middle, saw the hole was closed, bounced it wide. Great run there by Boris. His vision saw there was nothing there. He bounced it wide, almost took it to the house. First and goal, Monroeville. Ball on the 3-yard line. Big run by Connor Boris. He has been a big player tonight.
He's been a monster in the second half.
Benfer. Keeper pushes.
Turns his back. Second effort, are they going to give it to him? It looks like they're going to mark him short.
If I'm Monroeville, I'm okay. Take it down to the 1. Eat up more clock.
Another
40 seconds.
You'll be inside of 3 minutes when you snap this football.
And you're going to have second and goal from inside the 1.
And we've already seen St. Paul does not move quickly.
Play clock at 15.
They're going to take their time. I don't expect them to snap this ball before the 5-second mark. Maybe even less. Having a senior under center, he'll let it go down to 3-2-1.
Who's going to get it? Snap. Benfer keeps it. Hole. Touchdown. Evan Benfer follows his running back Connor Boris into the hole, and Monroeville takes the lead 27-21, 2:48 to go in the ball game.
Evan Benfer. Listen, the numbers aren't flashy tonight, folks, but he's done the dirty, gritty work, and he is a monster to bring down.
Numbers don't matter other than the numbers on the scoreboard, and Monroeville with the big touchdown there takes the lead to 6. Can they get it to 7? Snap, hold, kick. It's good.
Right down Main Street.
28-21. Monroeville leads, 2:48 to go. We will be right back after this quick timeout for what's guaranteed to be a great finish. You're watching Friday Night Football, live and free on the OH Report.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
It has been a dandy tonight here in Monroeville. If you are just joining us, this contest has went back and forth, an absolute slugfest. Monroeville undefeated, trying to finish out a perfect season. Scores to go ahead 28-21 over St. Paul. Mark Bollinger and Josh Banks here giving you the play-by-play as we try to wrap this up in week number 10. And on the return, flags are flying. St. Paul is going to have to go almost the entire length of the field to tie this up.
The entire length of the field in 2:40, Mark. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. They've shown they can throw the ball. But this is the same situation I seen them in a couple weeks ago against Crestview, where when you know they have to throw it, You drop 6, 7 guys into coverage. You force Coonley to make a decision, and he doesn't always make the best ones.
Well, I still think that if you drop that many guys in coverage, though, that they can run it and get big enough chunks to maybe do something. However, if you're Monroeville, you're in your comfort zone.
Yes.
You're up by 7, under 3 minutes to go. A team that has to go 92 yards to tie it. And who's out on the field? Your defensive unit. A unit that came into tonight with 5 consecutive shutouts. They just need one stop. One stop, and it is perfection. Coonley looks, throws.
He's got Freeze
caught.
over the middle.
Freeze out to the 25. Big play there on first down, gain of 17. Move the chains. But as we said, Monroeville came into tonight pitching 5 straight shutouts. St. Paul has put 21 on the board. That's not enough. They need 7 more here to get it to overtime. Clock runs. Coonley, snap, handoff, left side, and that's not going to do them any good. They're going to have to call a timeout.
Or they're going to have to go fast. My thing is on the opposite side of the field, if you're the head coach, you've got to have 3 or 4 plays that you already have ready for this situation.
And
you can't have your quarterback run to the sideline every play to get a play call.
And no timeouts taken. About 25 seconds have come off the clock since that last play ended. Coonley drops, adjusts, throws. Defender falls down. It's completed.
Levi Rosberg, he had the big reception earlier.
Derek Ackerman slipped. He was in coverage, great position, just slipped and fell.
If that ball's thrown on target by Coonley, Rosberg walks into the end zone. A little underthrown. Levi makes a great adjustment to the ball to come back and get it. But this St. Paul team's showing you, hey, guess what, guys? We got a quarterback, too, and he can do some damage.
Clock is running under a minute and a half. Coonley looks, has time, steps, throws, good ball. First down, Freese. That's what you wanted to see earlier. Coonley stepped into it, not off his back foot. He stepped into it, threw it. Good ball on an out route. Freese, first down.
That is a across-the-field out route throw that we see professional quarterbacks make. And he just made that throw in a critical situation. But again, no timeouts yet.
Ball at the 36. And stoppage, and it's going to be
Monroeville timeout.
Well, okay, pointing the wrong direction. It's going to be Monroeville calling the timeout. So 1:04 to go. St. Paul trailing by 7. Started this drive, backed up at their own 8-yard line. They've moved it down to the Monroeville 36.
In 3 plays. 3 completed passes and 1 rush. But I think the rush was for like a yard or 2. The length of the field on 3 passes. But here's the thing, Mark. We've seen them do this earlier, and they were unable to punch it in because when they got there inside the red zone, they weren't able to run those deep crossing patterns and those out routes anymore. You got to make a better throw or you got to be able to run it in.
Well, and Monroeville, definitely, you're in bend but don't break. You can give up yards, just don't give up points.
Don't put 6.
Keep everything in front of you, make tackles, make them use their timeouts, chunk it out.
Nothing over the top. His favorite target's near side down here by us.
One safety deep. Coonley steps up, under pressure, has a chance to run.
He is going to take
He's got
off
a first down
bunch.
and out of bounds. Good read by Coonley. He couldn't find anybody open, avoided the pressure, got out of the pocket.
The first time tonight that we've seen him use his legs, and it was critical.
Gains 12 and stops the clock, just as important. St. Paul still has all 3 of their timeouts.
55 ticks remaining. What a ball game, Mark. The crowds are into it. This is football.
Coonley rolling, throws, caught, and
incomplete.
dropped.
We'll see it here. Great work by our camera guy up top. We'll see the incompletion. Rosberg unable to get a foot in.
Yeah, so he came up with it, just couldn't get a foot in. 7 seconds came off the clock.
Great job by our cameraman up on the roof tonight. 2nd and 10 from the 24. 48 seconds remaining.
Coonley, handoff.
Hocus. Still going.
He's going to get a nice chunk of yardage. And then
that
they
should
immediately
call
call the
St. Paul
timeout.
timeout.
So they're going to gain 7. But in doing so, they lost 10 seconds off the clock.
So this is about the same spot they were in 2 weeks ago when they played Crestview, when they won 16-15. I'm going to walk you through that entire final minute. Coonley had a phenomenal fourth quarter, just like he's had here on this last drive. They went down. He had Landon Freeze in the left corner of the end zone wide open, threw a beautiful ball to Freeze, who unfortunately dropped it. They come back the very next play. They throw a quick out route to Freeze. He gets a first down. They call timeout, and then they find him in the right underneath the goalpost on the right side of the end zone for what ended up being the game-winning touchdown with 13 seconds remaining. And it was from almost this exact same spot on the field that they did that 2 weeks ago.
15 yards. That's what they need to get a touchdown and try to score it. Handoff. Pocos gets the first down. Chains move. And timeout, St. Paul.
30 ticks remaining.
So they're down to 1 timeout. Monroeville 2 timeouts, St. Paul with 1. Ball on the 12-yard line.
If you're on the other sidelines, Coach Dowdy, you have to put in 2, maybe even 3 plays during this timeout.
What a finish we have had so far.
And then let's answer the real big question here, Mark. You score here. Do you really want to go into overtime here at Marsh Field on the road against this team?
Yes.
You think?
I'm kicking it. My kicker's been good. I'm kicking it because in my mind, all the pressure is on Monroeville.
Agreed. I can agree with that statement. Absolutely.
But it doesn't matter if you don't get the touchdown first.
It doesn't.
You've got to finish the drive.
And there's a reason that we're up here and those guys are down there.
Coonley looks, throws.
He finds him. Is it a catch? Is it a catch, and where do they mark him down
I think
at?
he's going to be on the half-yard line, right over a defender, and
I tell you what,
he's in.
Let's watch that replay again. His body, they're going to spike it, but I'm going to replay that again. They just spiked it. Let's take a look again.
I think that was a touchdown.
Yeah, his body, the ball is across the plane.
They missed that one. Well, big break there for the Eagles.
Before they snap it, I want to play it one more time. I got people up here in the booth. His body is across the plane before he goes down. That's a touchdown.
So with the spike, it's 2nd and 1, 14 seconds to go. St. Paul does have a timeout, so they can run it. If they don't get it, they can call a timeout. Handoff. Met right away, doesn't get it.
There's
driven
that
back, and you got to call the timeout.
There's that Monroeville defense coming up with a huge stop.
They never stopped the clock. There was a timeout. Timeout was called with probably 8 seconds to go.
They're going to talk. We're going to figure out how much time we're putting back on the clock.
Probably 7 or 8 seconds.
7. They are signaling for 7 seconds to go back on the clock.
But here's your dilemma. If you're St. Paul, it's only 3rd down, but you're out of timeouts. If you run the ball and you don't score, it's over.
You have to put it in the end zone on this play.
If you run it. If you throw it, you could get another down. But boy, does that missed call of not giving them the touchdown loom large here if Monroeville gets a stop.
Here's the thing. Do you roll Coonley out and let him make a play?
Ball is on about the 2-yard line, just outside the 1.
They're in the gun. He's got Pocus beside him on his right hip.
Coonley looks, and they blow it dead. Timeout, Monroeville. And we'll have to reset the game clock back to 7.
Seven seconds left, and Monroeville sees them come out in gun. Not what you're expecting if you're Monroeville. I wasn't expecting them to come out gun and look to throw the ball in. 1,000% honesty, I was not looking for that.
You have to throw it. You're at the 2-yard line.
But here's the thing. If you're going to throw it, it's got to be quick because you got to give yourself a shot at 2 plays here.
That's the thing. It's got to be quick.
That wasn't going to be quick. He was trying to roll out and make a play.
Yeah,
this has to be a catch.
It's got to be a quick slant.
It's got to be catch, get rid of it. It's either a touchdown or it's an incompletion, and we get one more play.
And then 4th down, the whole playbook.
Yeah.
You can run it. It doesn't matter. Now he's going back under center.
3 backs in the backfield. That little T formation they like to run. He's going to hand it to Pocus. Pocus is going to be stopped.
Thrown out of bounds.
No. Hold on.
And they're signaling.
They're signaling.
One official signal.
Hold on. What are we doing? They're signaling touchdown.
One official signaled touchdown. The others did not. And it looks like they're going for the win. 28-27. St. Paul scores as time expires to get within 1. They're going for the win. Forget kicking it for the extra point and tying it. And Monroeville calls the timeout.
Let's look at that touchdown one more time while we have a timeout.
Great individual effort by Pocos. It looked like he was going to get tackled. He fought his way through. And nothing there. Bounced it outside. Ran through it, and he did.
He did.
Got to the pylon, reached the ball out.
He did.
What an effort there. It looked like they had him stopped. Fought for the touchdown because the clock would have expired. That would have been it.
Yeah, that's ball game. If he doesn't score right there, that's ball game.
28-27.
And now this is exactly what I was talking about. You're at your rival's field. You don't want to go to overtime in this environment.
Perfect season on the line. One play. Somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to lose on a 2-point conversion attempt with no time on the clock. 9-0 Monroeville, taking on rival St. Paul, who lost their first 3 games. They've been on a streak of late.
5-1 since.
Won 5 out of 6, gotten healthy. Came in here, we've had a whale of a ball game. Touchdown with no time left.
Hey, we're going to have a heck of a time picking an MVP from this game. I'm telling you that right now.
Here we go. Everybody on their feet. Coonley, what's the throw?
He throws it back across his body.
Caught.
It's caught. Landon Freeze gets the 2 points.
What a play call. They fake the handoff. Coonley throws back to Freeze. 2-point conversion is good, and the perfect season comes to an end. The body language of these 2 teams tells the story. (29-28) St. Paul pulls it out
in Monroeville. I think my colleague here is just as stunned as I am. So I'll get us out of here. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back with an MVP interview and our post-game show. But, folks, that was a treat.
The final here from Monroeville, St. Paul 29, Monroeville 28. We'll come back and wrap this up and talk to our MVP. You are watching Friday Night Football Week 10 Thriller, live and free on the OH Report.
Picking up new hobbies such as cooking is another manly way to avoid depression and reduce stress. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make my world-famous guacamole. First, mash up 5 or 6 of these green things. Then add hot sauce, this lettuce stuff, these red things, salt, some of this stuff, and limes. And finally, bacon to taste. Delicious.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
Take a look at all the action from Friday Night Football right here in North Central Ohio with great analysis, highlights, coach interviews, and so much more every single Friday night right here on the OH Report.
Welcome back for tonight's MVP performance. We have with us sophomore quarterback Grant Coonley from St. Paul. What a performance, what an ending as the Flyers pull out a 29-28 victory over previously undefeated Monroeville. And first of all, Grant, let's talk about that last drive. You're down by 7, 92 yards to go. What was the thought process when you took the field?
You know, we needed a touchdown. We didn't have much time left to do it. You know, a 2-minute drill against Crestview a few weeks back, you know. We were ready. We've been in that position before. You know, we just executed. A
couple big throws during the drive, got you down the field, but then at the end, let's go through that sequence. You guys, you were almost out of timeouts. You made the decision. Actually, you're out of timeouts 7 seconds ago. You made the decision to run the football. Were you thinking you were going to get to throw it there?
You know, I didn't really matter, honestly, because Nick Pocus, he was a dog all game, you know. So we just trusted him with the rock, and he got in.
And Nick did. Pocus got in, got it to within 1, and then you're down 1. Decision to go for 2. What was everybody thinking? Did you know going into tonight, if you ever got in that situation, did you know you're going for the win? Nope.
Well, Well, I mean, FC title, you know, we got to.
Okay, so instead of kicking it, you guys decided to go for 2. Let's talk about the play call.
You know, we were going to run it, and then timeout got called, and we decided to go boot sideline, hit Landon on the open touchdown or 2-point conversion. But, you know, I mean, it was kind of a do-or-die moment. You got to throw it. You know, you can't really run it. So I just chucked it up there and clutch.
And you chucked it up there, and you chucked it to the right spot because it was clutch right to him. 2-point conversion is good. You end up winning the game 29-28. But more importantly, the win also gives you a share of the Firelands Conference championship. Back-to-back. So what about that coming into the season? Did you think that was that a goal of this team to get to that?
It's always a goal. Every season, you know, make the playoffs first, win the Firelands Conference. We knew Monroeville was going to be tough all season.
And they were 9-0 coming into tonight. You ruined their unbeaten season. And now, in addition to that, you get a chance to go into playoffs on a roll. You guys have gotten healthy. You've won 6 out of 7. You may see this team somewhere down the road as well again. But, tough. You're going to get a lot of second-level points tonight with the win. So now, how do you go from here? You're coming off a big win. How do you immediately turn the page and say, hey, now there's bigger things in play. It's playoff time.
You know, we got to celebrate in for 24 hours. You know, 24-hour rule. Come back Monday ready to work.
Well, they went to work tonight, especially on that last drive. Tonight's MVP, Grant Coonley, sophomore quarterback. No passing touchdowns, but his one throw of the night was a huge one, a 2-point conversion to give his team the victory. Before we get out of here, Grant, any shout-outs you want to give tonight?
Shout out Brock Howe, clutch catches all night. Levi, Landon, O-line, blocked great all night. And shout out Drew Coonley.
There you go. Our MVP tonight, sophomore quarterback Grant Coonley of the winning St. Paul Flyers. 29-28, they win over Monroeville.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
time to wake 'em up. They been sleeping on me, think it's time to wake 'em up. You've been playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. Playing it safe, now it's time to shake it up. So it's time to make a change. Yeah, it's time to break the chains. Yeah, it's time to bring the pain. Let them know, tell them we are not the same. I'm the one that got the flames. With my team, as you know, we come to slay. Let them know that we didn't come to play. Nah, we came to win. I'm ready for anything that they can bring. Bring it on, let me do my thing. I'm a giant, they can move the king. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex. Ruthless, ruthless. Time to go hard and put your game face on. Ruthless, ruthless. This is the moment movies get based on. This is the moment movies get based on. Fire in the bones, watch me fire up the songs. Let it burn 'em, burn 'em, burn 'em. Got the fire in the bones. Our desires, they become who we are. We go hard, giving up, no we're not. Yeah, the first step is showing up. Now we're here blowing up. If you never risk it, then you never know. If it's holding you back, you gotta let it go. You gotta give it all you got, you gotta let them know. You are on another level, you are ruthless. Switch it up, it's the new flex.
Welcome back to our NOMS Access Orthopaedics post-game show. A thriller in Monroeville, a party in Norwalk because the Flyers pull out a late 29-28 win with no time remaining to get a share of the Firelands Conference.
And I tell you what, we're gonna look at the stats because Monroeville has done everything they've wanted to all year, offensively and defensively. St. Paul coming here tonight, a team that struggled all year. They've really rebounded. They start 0-3. They finished the conference 6-1 to go 6-4 on the year. But you see it on the screen, folks. 338 yards of offense, including 162 yards from the man that you saw speak to my colleague. How about the play of that young man, and how about the play of the St. Paul defense in the second half?
Well, it was impressive, and the composure by the sophomore quarterback, Coonley, really stood out to me. You come out onto the field trailing by 7 to an undefeated team against a defense that had pitched 5 consecutive shutouts going into tonight. You go 92 yards in under 3 minutes, score the touchdown, and then come up clutch with a huge 2-point conversion throw.
And how about going for 2? We talked about it in the booth. I thought it was a good idea. You said kick it, go to overtime. I can understand both sides, but Coach definitely made the right call tonight.
Made the right call, and they executed and converted that one into a 2-point play and a 1-point win. What a great, great performance tonight by both of these clubs. And I know it's hard right now for Monroeville. I get it. You're 9-0, undefeated. You're trying to cap off the perfect season, and you fall tonight. But the reality is, your goals are all still there. You went 9-1. You won a Firelands Conference championship. You shared it. Now you go into the playoffs. Can